Hello students, in the last class we have discussed about the theoretical discussion of conductometric titration. Today we are going to discuss about the experimental method involved in it. The aim of experiment is estimation of acids present in the acid mixture by using the conductometric titration. The apparatus provided by the conductometric titrations are conductometer, burette, beakers. Here we are going to use the 0.2 N NaOH as a standard solution, and acid mixture will be provided in reagent bottle. Here first we are going to rinse the burette by using standard NaOH solution. Then we are going to fill the burette up to 0 mark.
Kayak torla buretta.
Then we are going to pipette out 50 ml of acid mixture in 100 ml of beaker. Then here in the conductometric instrument, this now is cell constant and this will be the range. Cell constant must be on 1. When the cell constant is 1, at that time whatever the conductivity is measured by this instrument is the specific conductivity, and this is the conductivity cell. This conductivity cell is like a bell shaped structure. Inside the conductivity cell, two platinum plates are placed where they are separated by the unit distance apart and having the area of cross section in its centimeter square. Now first, before going to the experiment, here we are going to calibrate the conductometer by using the KCl solution. The specific conductivity of KCl solution is 14.2. That means when we dip the conductivity cell in KCl solution, it must show the 14.2. Here we are now, initially this conductivity cell is dipped in distilled water. Now we are going to remove this conductivity cell from the distilled water. Then we are going to dip this conductivity cell in KCl solution. When we are going to dip the conductivity cell in KCl solution, it will show the some reading. This we are already discussed that the specific conductivity of KCl solution is must be 14.2, but here instrument is showing 14.5, so that we need the calibration. For that calibration purpose, we are going to use this knob, and by using this knob, we are going to set the conductivity of KCl solution is about 14.2. Now instrument is calibrated because it is now it is showing this specific conductivity of KCl solution is 14.2. Now remove the conductivity cell from KCl solution. Again wash with distilled water. Then now we are going to dip this conductivity cell in our acid mixture. When we are going to dip this conductivity cell in acid mixture, it will shows the one reading. That is the 0th reading in the experiment, because initially we are not added any single drop of NaOH into the beaker. So that whatever the first, when we initially we are going to dip this conductivity cell in the acid mixture, whatever it will reading shows, it is the 0th reading. That in this instrument it is showing the 6.9. Therefore, when the volume of NaOH is 0 ml, that time this conductivity of the acid mixture is 6.9. Now we are going to add the acid mixture from the burette to beaker. Each time we are going to add the 0.5 ml of NaOH into the beaker by using micro burette. Here now I am going to add the 0.5 ml of NaOH into the beaker, and by using the glass rod we are going to stir the solution present in the beaker. During that, here in the acid mixture, two acids are present. One is HCl, other one is acetic acid. Out of these two acids, first NaOH is going to react with that is strong acid HCl. That means here highly mobilized H plus ions are replaced by the low mobilized Na plus ion due to the neutralization of some amount of acid, so that conductivity will be decreased. So here you are going to observe that when we are going to add the 0.5 ml of NaOH into the beaker, The here initial reading was 6.9. After adding the 0.5 ml of NaOH into the acid mixture, there will be the decrease in conductivity because of replacement of highly mobilized Ha plus ion by the Na plus ion. So again add 0.5 ml of NaOH into the beaker and stir the solution. So again you are going to, now it is showing 6.1. That means initial 6.9, then 6.5, now it is showing 6.1. That means how much amount of NaOH you are going to add into the solution, that much amount of conductivity is goes on decreasing. This will be continued up to till complete neutralization of HCl. After the complete neutralization of HCl, now whatever the NaOH you are going to add, it is going to react with acetic acid, and there we are going to observe the increase in conductivity because of increase in the number of Na plus ion. And then after the complete neutralization of acid mixture, whatever the NaOH we are going to add into the beaker, it will remain as it is. Hence the conductivity will increases sharply due to the unreacted OH minus ions present in the solution. They will increase the conductivity of the solution. Here we are going to observe the specific conductivity reading. They are initially decreasing, then slow increase, then sharp increase. By getting these values, we are going to draw the graph volume of NaOH versus that is specific conductivity. Then we are going to obtain the two end points, that is the one is for complete neutralization of HCl, other one reading for complete neutralization of entire acid mixture. By that we are going to calculate the amount of NaOH required for the neutralization of acetic acid. By using those values, we are going to calculate the how much amount of HCl is present in the acid mixture and how much amount of acetic acid present in the acid mixture. We are going to calculate by using the formula mentioned in the lab manual. Thank you.